Hey guys, I'm back. Well, we got the 327 off the run stand. That's sitting over there in the way now. But anyway, 327's in here. Finally got my new electric water pump. It come in and a low profile alternator bracket. So got all that mounted up and wound up. I had to go to one of my buddies and dig through his pile to find a pulley that would get me right. I had some aluminum billet pulleys, but they weren't, spacing on them weren't nowhere near right. So anyway, got the water pumps all wired up. Then I put a solenoid up there on the firewall for the starter, just to keep from having any power down at the starter when the motor weren't running. You know, the only time power's at the starter now is when I crank it over. So that's just a little better way of doing it, I think. Fuel pressure regulator, all that's done. There's the transmission lines. They still laying right here. I ain't put the front end back on yet, which of course you can see that. Pretty much everything under the hood is basically done, other than putting all the plug wires. I run them up under the header. It's a little cleaner look to me. I got to get up under there and make sure all of them's clear and out of the way. But got the manual brake deal done. Got them bled. That's all said and done now. The wire there, that orange wire, that's for the electric fan to come out here on the front when I get the rest of all this harness stuff laid back around for the headlights and all that good junk. I'll run it through that harness. But what has taken daggone month of Sundays, it seems like to do, get in here, I decided I wanted a switch panel, and the gauge, I weren't going to run no heat in this truck anyway, or no radio. So I put a little fuse block right there. You know, and the first toggle switch would be the fuel pump, second one's water pump, electric fan, then one would be for a nitrous solenoid and the other one would be for the line lock. Then of course indicator lights letting you know that each switch is on, oil, water, and amps, or voltage. And I almost messed up. You know, I mean, sitting in the driver's seat, you can see the gauges with no problem. I mean, they'll be lit up. That'll help y'all. Oh, that might be too bright on bright. You know, from this camera angle, they do look high. But sitting in the driver's seat, that's the way I see them. So I think that'll be alright. If not, I'll just maybe build another sheet metal panel and do it, lower them down, change them, do something different. I don't know. Jack's all wired up. You know, I took the console and made it work. I just got to get some kind of shifter boot and put over that. Because Lord knows there's probably a bushel basket full of screws and everything else that fell down in their hole. But I got to take all the rest of the duct work out from under the dash. I'm going to get all that mess out. It's not going to be needed. Ain't no need of it being there. So anyway, that's dash is all back together. You know, all that's pretty well all back, and I mean, I got the air conditioner vents. I'll probably put them back in up here, and I may not. I may put a blank plate up there. Who knows? Thinking about it now, I could have put the gauges up there. Daggone, y'all should have told me that. That would have looked pretty neat. Had the gauges up there, but who knows? I may tear it out tomorrow and change it again. Ain't no telling. But anyway, it's Sunday evening, it's rainy, nasty, and I'm tired of fooling with this thing for one day. But anyway, guys, that's what we've been doing. We just back on head cold, snorting and sniffling. There's a radiator sitting there to go in. Got all that stuff notched out and all that fixed up for that. So probably tomorrow I'll put the core support back in, or power steering pump. until I can figure out what I'm gonna do with manual steering or what I'm gonna do. I'm not real sure yet. I want manual, but I sure do like that power. We'll see. I wouldn't mind putting a manual rack on it at some point in time. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm gonna put it back together and get it where it's movable anyway. Rambo, what are you doing, man? Huh? What are you doing? You ready to go to the house, take a nap, ain't you? That's about all he's good for. Come out here about every 30 minutes aggravating me wanting to go in the house. In the house he aggravates you wanting to come out, so it don't matter. But anyway, yeah, that's what I got, guys. I just got, man, I have got to clean this shop up. It looks like a damn bomb went off. But tools and mess scattered everywhere. So anyhow, that's 377 still sitting over there, right, and just hadn't done any more with it. Wood heater sitting there percolating. It's probably 75 degrees in this shop. I've had the damn door open over there to cool it down in here. It got so hot and finally let the fire burn down. But anyway, there's the old run stand. It's sitting there. Everything's all good on it. I'm tickled with how it turned out, other than I had one design flaw that never crossed my mind. I guess just because the wheels were already on the back of the engine stand that I started on. So I just went off the front the same size and never even thought about it. But engine stand height, engine lift height are virtually identical. Now, you got a daggone motor sitting up in here. You can't get the engine lift to it. Don't matter what side you go to, end, it doesn't matter. Because the damn frame's bumping it all the way around. So I either got to do like TLC Bear was saying, maybe put a hoist in the ceiling, a electric winch, where you could winch a motor up, roll the cart, and do whatever. Or I got to put some daggone 6-inch wheels or something like that on this thing. One of the two. Something's got to happen, because that was a struggle, buddy. You get that motor from one spot to the other. I mean, I got it. I had to jack the daggone run stand up, put some blocks of wood under the wheels, and then rolled engine lift under it, which worked just fine, but damn, it's a lot of extra steps, so we'll figure it out. Anyway, we'll figure it out. So, alright guys, it's, like I say, it's Sunday evening, and I'm going to get right and call it a day. But there's the alternator bracket I bought. And it works pretty good if you got the right pulleys, with, a little bit of spacing and adjusting. But it was supposed to have been a direct bolt up with that water pump. Well, it's not. I mean, they send you these pipes, which, cutting them, trimming them was no big deal, but the daggone flanges on the water pump are beveled or sloped round. They're not a true 90 degrees, and the daggone pipe nipples hit. So you either got to bevel the back of the pipe nipple a little, or put the grinder to the water pump, and that's kind of a structural spot to me, I don't want to be grinding on the water pump. So I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but I did bevel it a little bit right up under there to get me off of that sloped, rounded bend, and it works fine. It's solid. I mean, that's that's solid. It ain't going nowhere. I just got to get a belt. My measurements worked out on the spacing and all. I had a couple of flat washers here and there to get it just right, but I got it now. I'll just get a belt for it tomorrow, and that'll be done. And as I put the power steering pump on, get all that took care of. Put this front end back on and get rid of that godforsaken water wires over there. I've been putting it off and putting it off. I reckon I don't know what's the best way. Maybe pull the fender off where I can get to where to go in and cut them. Maybe I can get to them when I get that ductwork and stuff out. We'll see. Anyway, we'll make it work, whatever it takes. Alright guys, I'm going to get in the house, find something to eat, a shower, and call it a day. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Herbal, Michigan, there's Muscle Cars Garage, there's your stickers up on the mirror. Brian, there's garage, there's your stickers. Anybody got any more they want up there, just let me know and I'll get you an address so you can send them. Alright guys, I'll see y'all.